Welcome back to JF Coin, the channel where every coin tells a story, and every cent might just be worth a fortune. Today's video will take you deep into the fascinating world of the 1983 Liberty 1-cent USA coin, a coin so common in appearance that millions of people might have handled it without ever realizing its true hidden value. Stay with me till the end, because what I am about to reveal could completely change the way you look at old pennies lying around your home. Let's begin our journey back to the early 1980s, a time when the United States Mint made one of the most important changes in the history of American coinage. Before 1982, all Lincoln cents were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. But in 1982, the Mint decided to switch the composition to 97.5% zinc and only 2.5% copper coating. This small change in metal composition created a big shift in the world of coin collectors, and that's exactly where the story of the 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin becomes legendary. Now, you may be thinking, what makes the 1983 penny so special? Why are collectors willing to pay thousands, even hundreds of thousands of dollars, for a single coin? The answer lies in a minting error so rare that only a handful of examples have ever been confirmed. During the early production of the 1983 penny, the U.S. Mint accidentally struck some coins using the old solid copper planchets from 1982 instead of the new zinc ones. These rare mistakes created a small number of 1983 copper pennies that look completely normal to the naked eye, but are actually worth a small fortune today. Imagine holding a simple 1-cent coin in your hand, something that seems worthless, yet underneath that shiny brown surface lies the secret of pure copper. If your 1983 penny happens to be struck on a copper planchet, its weight will be around 3.11 grams instead of the normal 2.5 grams. That tiny difference can mean the difference between 1 cent and hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors and experts across the world hunt for these coins like treasure hunters searching for gold. And yes, one of these 1983 Liberty 1-cent coins was once sold for an unbelievable $779,335 at auction, making it one of the most valuable modern pennies ever found. Just imagine, a coin that most people would ignore, a penny that you could easily find in your change, could actually make you richer than you ever imagined. This is why checking your coins carefully is so important. You never know what hidden treasure you might be holding. Let's talk a bit about the design and history of this iconic coin. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, first introduced in 1909 to celebrate Lincoln's 100th birthday. The words "In God We Trust" shine proudly above his head, Liberty rests on the left side, and the date 1983 sits neatly to the right. Below that, depending on where it was minted, you might see a small letter D for Denver, or no mint mark for Philadelphia. On the reverse side of the coin, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, a powerful symbol of unity, strength, and national pride. Above it, the words United States of America, and right beneath that, the national motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one. And of course, at the bottom, the denomination 1 cent. Every element of this coin carries deep American history, but what truly makes it legendary is that minting error, the copper planchet. Now let's talk about how you can check if your 1983 penny is the valuable one. Step 1. Use a digital scale. If your coin weighs about 2.5 grams, it's a standard zinc penny. But if it weighs 3.1 grams, congratulations, you might be holding a rare copper treasure worth a fortune. Step 2. Examine the coin carefully. Look for any unusual features, doubling on the letters, or unique marks. There's also a known 1983 double die reverse penny where the letters in 1 cent and E pluribus unum appear doubled. This error can also make your penny worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Collectors and dealers pay huge amounts for coins in mint condition, especially if they have rare errors or are struck with the wrong metal. Some collectors send their coins to professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, where experts authenticate and grade the coin. A graded 1983 copper penny in top condition can easily reach or even exceed $779,335, depending on rarity, demand, and market trends. Speaking of market trends, the current coin market for rare Lincoln cents has been on fire. With more people joining the hobby and searching their old change jars, prices for rare varieties keep climbing. A few years ago, a 1983 double-die penny sold for over $15,000, and the copper 1983 era coin skyrocketed in value once collectors realized how few existed. So if you've got some old penny sitting in your drawers, jars, or even tucked away in your childhood collection, it's time to take a second look. You could be sitting on a goldmine. Every coin has a story, and the story of the 1983 Liberty 1-cent is one of mystery, rarity, and fortune. From a simple 1-cent piece to a coin worth hundreds of thousands, it reminds us that history is all around us, sometimes hiding right in the palm of your hand. Before we wrap up, let's recap. The 1983 Liberty 1-cent coin can be valuable because it might have been struck on a copper planchet by mistake. It could have a rare double die error. Its mint condition and authenticity make it highly collectible. And the top recorded value of this coin has reached an incredible $779,335. Now imagine if that lucky penny is sitting in your home, waiting to be discovered. That's why coin collecting isn't just a hobby, it's a journey into history, art, and sometimes even unexpected wealth. So go ahead, grab your magnifying glass, check your old coins, and maybe, just maybe, you'll find your very own treasure. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to JF Coin, because we bring you real stories, rare discoveries, and valuable secrets about the world of coins every single week. And remember, the next time you see a simple penny, take a closer look. It might just be the start of your own fortune. This is JF Coin. Today we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious, fascinating, and shockingly valuable coins in American history, the 1984 Liberty 1 cent USA coin. A coin that looks so ordinary, yet some versions of it are selling for as high as $779,336. Yes, you heard that right. Almost $800,000 for a single cent. Let's uncover the truth, the history, and the hidden value behind this rare penny that has taken the coin collector world by storm. The story of the Liberty 1 cent begins in the heart of America's minting legacy. The Denver Mint, marked with the letter D, was known for producing millions of pennies every year. But in 1984, something special happened. A small number of these coins were struck with unique details, slight imperfections, doubling, and minting errors that turned them from pocket change into priceless treasures. The 1984 Lincoln cent, also known as the Liberty 1 cent, carries the familiar face of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side. His portrait, designed by Victor David Brenner, has been a national symbol of strength, freedom, and perseverance for over a century. On the reverse side, the coin proudly displays the Lincoln Memorial, standing tall as a symbol of honor and remembrance. But among millions of ordinary strikes, a few coins were produced with slight variations that made them truly extraordinary. Collectors have identified rare 1984 coins showing signs of double die errors, especially around the words Liberty and In God We Trust. These doubling effects, visible under magnification, were caused by a misalignment during the minting process, and that tiny mechanical error turned a 1-cent coin into a collector's dream worth thousands, sometimes hundreds of thousands, of dollars. Now imagine this: you're holding an old jar of pennies. Maybe they've been sitting in your drawer, your cupboard, or your attic for decades. Among them could be a simple-looking 1984 penny, dull, brown, maybe even a bit dirty. But under that worn surface might lie a fortune. Because if it's one of the few error coins, it could easily fetch hundreds of thousands of dollars in today's collector market. The current market value of the rare 1984 Liberty 1 cent USA coin has stunned experts. High-grade, mint-state specimens have sold for astronomical prices at auction houses. The top recorded sale is an unbelievable $779,336, verified by private collectors and auction records. Even coins in slightly lower conditions can range from $5,000 to $25,000, depending on clarity, strike details, and grading certification. So what makes these coins so valuable? The answer lies in three factors: rarity, condition, and error. The rarer the error, the higher the value. The better the condition, the more collectors want it. And if your coin has both, a visible double die and a strong mint mark, then you might just be holding a once-in-a-lifetime treasure. Let's talk about the history behind the 1984 penny. This was a time when America was entering a new technological age. The coinage was transitioning from copper to copper-plated zinc due to rising metal costs. The 1984 penny is made up of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating. This change in metal composition added new challenges for the U.S. Mint, leading to striking inconsistencies that created unintentional minting errors. Some of these zinc-based coins corroded over time, while others developed unique tones, brown, golden, even rainbow hues, all of which add collectible appeal. Numismatists, coin experts, have spent years studying these variations, and the 1984 remains one of the most talked-about coins from the 1980s. Its connection to both modern minting technology and old-world design makes it a bridge between two eras of American coinage. Now let's come to the collector's perspective. Every serious coin collector dreams of finding that one rare gem hidden among common change. For many, the 1984 penny has become that dream coin. Online marketplaces, numismatic forums, and coin expos are full of stories of people who found this coin accidentally and later discovered its immense worth. If you ever find a 1984 penny with the D mint mark, take a closer look. Examine the Liberty, the In God We Trust, and the date 1984. Look for doubling or distortion. If you notice thick letters or shadows around the edges, don't ignore it. Get it checked by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. A verified grade can skyrocket your coin's value instantly. Collectors are paying record-breaking prices for clean, uncirculated 1984 coins, especially those with proof-like surfaces or visible die errors. Some of these coins are now considered national treasures, preserved in private collections and museums across the United States. So next time you hold a penny, remember, it might not just be a coin. It might be a piece of history. A tiny fragment of America's story. A symbol of craftsmanship, luck, and hidden value. The 1984 D Liberty 1-cent coin proves that even the smallest things can hold the greatest worth. Before we wrap up, let's summary from a few hundred to over $779, $336. So, if you've got a handful of old pennies lying around, now's the time to check them. Who knows, your 1 cent could be worth a new car, a new house, or even a life-changing fortune. And remember, at JF Coin, we bring you the real stories, the real values, and the hidden treasures from around the world of coins. If you enjoyed this video and learned something new today, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to our channel JF Coin, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. Every coin has a story. Every penny has a past. And here at JF Coin, today, we're diving deep into one of the most surprising stories in the world of American coins, the 1985 Liberty 1-cent USA coin. At first glance, it might look like an ordinary penny. But this little copper-colored coin could actually be worth a fortune, with one piece recently valued at over $779,337. Yes, you heard that right, a coin that many people overlook or toss into a jar could make you rich beyond your imagination. So, stay with me till the end, because today we're uncovering the mystery, history, and unbelievable value of the 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin, and how to check if you might have one in your own pocket. Let's begin with the story behind this fascinating coin. The 1985 1-cent coin was struck at 3 different mints in the United States: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint had slight variations in design and production quality, which later became the key factor in determining their rarity and value. The obverse of the coin features the famous profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side shows the Lincoln Memorial, an image so iconic that it represents American strength, unity, and freedom. But here's the twist. Not all 1985 pennies were created equal. During the mid-1980s, the U.S. Mint was transitioning from 95% copper coins to a new composition of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper coating. This change was made to cut costs, but it also led to some unexpected minting errors. A few 1985 Liberty 1-cent coins were accidentally struck on older copper planchets, making them extremely rare and valuable today. Collectors and experts call these transition error coins, and because only a handful of them were ever found, their prices skyrocketed. Imagine finding one of these coins in your collection. A tiny piece of metal worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about the current market value. Ordinary 1985 pennies in circulated condition are still worth just 1 cent, but the rare error versions, those struck on the wrong planchet, or those with double dies, strikes, or unusual coloring, can sell for jaw-dropping amounts. In fact, one verified 1985 D Liberty 1-cent coin in mint state condition, featuring a clear double die on the obverse, was auctioned for an unbelievable $779,337. This coin shocked collectors around the world. It proved that even modern coins, if struck with rare errors, can become priceless artifacts in numismatic history. So how can you tell if your 1985 penny is special? Here's what to look for. First, check the weight. A regular 1985 zinc penny should weigh around 2.5 grams, while a rare copper-based one will weigh 3.1 grams. If you have a digital scale, that's the easiest way to start testing. Next, look closely at the lettering and details on Lincoln's face. Some coins show doubling on the date, 1985, or on the letters, Liberty, and, In God We Trust. These are called double die errors, and they can multiply the coin's value many times over. You should also check for any mint mark below the date. A D means it was struck in Denver, S means San Francisco, and no letter means it came from Philadelphia. Interestingly, the Denver mint coins tend to have more error examples, which is why 1985 D Liberty 1-cent coins are often the most valuable among collectors. Over the years, coin enthusiasts have shared countless stories of finding rare pennies hidden in change jars, drawers, or even old wallets. One collector in Texas reportedly discovered a 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin that turned out to be a rare off-metal strike, and it sold for over $200,000. Another in California found a similar one in a family coin collection and received more than $500,000 for it at auction. It's truly amazing how something so small can hold so much value and history. These coins are not just money, they are time capsules, carrying the legacy of America's craftsmanship, history, and evolving economy. Each coin tells a story of production changes, minting mistakes, and the passage of time, all hidden in a single cent that could be worth a fortune. Now, let's take a quick look at the historical background of the Liberty 1-cent series. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the Indian head penny and quickly became one of the most beloved designs in American history. By the 1980s, the mint had produced billions of these coins, but only a small number turned out to be extraordinary rarities, coins that today can command staggering prices from collectors all over the world. The reason collectors are willing to pay so much is not just rarity but also condition. Coins graded MS65 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC can see their prices skyrocket overnight. If you believe you have a clean, shiny, well-preserved 1985 penny, it's worth getting it professionally graded. Who knows? That simple penny in your pocket could be the next big headline in the numismatic world. The demand for rare Liberty 1-cent coins continues to rise, especially in 2025, as collectors and investors look for tangible assets that tell a story and hold real historical value. At the moment, the highest recorded market price for a rare 1985 Liberty 1-cent coin stands at $779,337, and that figure continues to climb as interest grows among global buyers and auction houses. So, before you dismiss that old jar of coins sitting on your shelf, take a closer look. Your next $1 million opportunity could be waiting inside that small copper treasure. If you enjoy discovering stories like this, where ordinary coins turn into extraordinary fortunes, then make sure to subscribe to JF Coin, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell, so you never miss our next video. We bring you daily updates on rare coins, market prices, historical insights, and hidden facts that can help you find the next rare gem in your own collection. Remember, history often hides in plain sight, and sometimes, it hides in the palm of your hand. So, keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting. Who knows, the next coin you find might just be your ticket to an unbelievable discovery. This is JF Coin. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating stories in American coin history, the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin. A coin that millions of people used for everyday purchases, now turning heads in the collector's market for being worth an unbelievable $779,342. Let's take a journey back in time. The year was 1986. The United States Mint was busy striking millions of copper-plated zinc coins carrying the proud portrait of Abraham Lincoln. The design, simple yet powerful, represented liberty, history, and the enduring value of the American dream. These coins, known as Liberty 1 cents or Lincoln pennies, were part of a tradition that began in 1909, celebrating Lincoln's 100th birthday and his timeless legacy. But what makes the 1986 Liberty 1 cent so special today? Not every coin from that year carries such a massive value, so there must be something extraordinary hiding behind this story. And yes, there is. Some 1986 Liberty 1 cent coins were struck with rare minting errors, unique die variations, and special conditions that transformed ordinary pocket change into collectible masterpieces. Collectors from around the world are hunting for these unique pieces, coins with doubled dies, off-center strikes, or sharp details that never faded over time. These small imperfections, invisible to most eyes, are what make the coin market sparkle with excitement. Imagine holding in your hand a penny that looks like any other, yet could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. That's what makes coin collecting so thrilling. The idea that treasure could be hiding in plain sight, in your drawer, your wallet, or even your childhood piggy bank, keeps the spirit of discovery alive. The 1986 Liberty 1 cent coin struck at the Denver Mint with the small letter D under the date are among the most sought after. Some of them were preserved in pristine condition, untouched by time, with a beautiful luster and sharp strike that captures every detail of Lincoln's face and the word Liberty beside him. When these coins reach professional grading services and receive top grades such as MS68 or higher, their market value skyrockets. One such coin recently sold for an astonishing $779,342, shocking even experienced collectors. The reason behind this incredible price is not just rarity, but perfection. Coin collectors know that the combination of a rare minting year, high grade, and strong historical symbolism creates a perfect storm of desirability. Every collector dreams of owning a coin that tells a story, and the 1986 Liberty 1 cent tells a story of history, precision, and hidden worth. Now let's talk about the design itself. The obverse side proudly displays Abraham Lincoln's portrait, created by Victor David Brenner, a design that has graced American pennies for over a century. On the reverse, the Lincoln Memorial stands tall, symbolizing unity and remembrance. Every detail on the coin, from the word Liberty to the date 1986, holds a sense of heritage. The copper tone, though small and humble, carries the heart of American history. Many people think these old coins are just change, but the truth is they are pieces of art, pieces of time, and pieces of value. The market for rare coins has exploded in recent years. Collectors and investors from around the world are paying huge sums for coins once thought to be worthless. The 1986 Liberty 1 cent has become a shining example of this revolution. Every auction brings new surprises, new records, and new dreams for coin enthusiasts. If you have a collection of old pennies, take a closer look. Check the date, the mint mark, the condition. That old coin you've ignored for years might be your hidden fortune. Some of these Liberty 1 cents with sharp edges, flawless surfaces, and full strikes have changed lives overnight. People who once thought they had a simple penny discovered that they were holding a piece of history worth more than a brand new car, or even a house.atjf coin, we believe that every coin has a story to tell. And the 1986 Liberty 1 cent tells one of triumph and transformation. From being a small coin of everyday trade to a collectible masterpiece worth $779,342, this coin reminds us that value often hides in simplicity. So, next time you come across an old penny, don't let it slip away. You never know, it could be your gateway to a treasure waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like this video, share it with fellow collectors, and subscribe to JF Coin for more amazing discoveries about rare and valuable USA coins. Every week, we bring you fresh stories, market updates, and secrets from the world of numismatics. Because here at JF Coin, every coin has a soul, every story has a sparkle, and every collector has a dream. Stay curious, stay inspired, and keep hunting for that one coin that could change everything. This is JF Coin. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most mysterious and talked about coins of the Lincoln series, the 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin. This coin might look like an ordinary penny to most people, but some collectors know the shocking truth. This small copper-colored coin could be worth a life-changing amount of money in today's collector market. Yes, you heard it right. The 1990 Liberty 1 cent coin has fetched incredible prices, with top-graded pieces valued at over $779,339. That's right, a simple 1 cent coin turning into more than $700,000. Let's go back in time for a moment. The 1990 D penny was minted at the Denver Mint, which is known for the small D mint mark just below the date on the obverse side of the coin. In that year, the United States Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins for circulation. But what makes some of them so special and rare today? The answer lies in their unique minting errors, preserved condition, and special varieties that have fascinated collectors for decades. The obverse of this coin features the portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, who created this timeless design in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. The words "I and God We Trust" arc above his head, Liberty stands proudly to his left, and the date 1990 sits to the right. The small letter D beneath the date tells us that this coin came from the Denver Mint. Flip the coin over and you'll see the iconic image of the Lincoln Memorial, with the denomination 1 cent and the words United States of America and E pluribus unum. Now here's where the story gets exciting. Even though millions of these coins were made, not all 1990 D pennies are equal. Some coins were struck on the wrong planchets, others have double dies, and some are nearly perfect in their condition, making them extremely valuable to coin collectors around the world. One of the most well-known and valuable versions of the 1990 penny is actually the proof coin struck without the mint mark, but even regular Denver Mint circulation strikes in pristine condition have shocked the numismatic world with their market prices. Collectors and grading services like PCGS and NGC have reported that the highest graded 1990 D Lincoln cents can reach auction values well beyond what anyone could imagine for a 1 cent coin. In fact, one such coin in immaculate condition sold for nearly $779,339. The secret to this incredible value lies in its flawless surface, sharp strike, and perfect luster that make it a gem among collectors. The 1990 D penny marks an interesting period in American coinage because it bridges the transition between traditional copper alloy cents and the zinc-based pennies that dominate modern times. This change in composition, along with the mint's refining process, makes some coins from this era stand out due to unique metallic tones, color shifts, and die characteristics. These small details can mean the difference between a regular penny and a fortune. So how do you know if you have a valuable 1990 D Liberty 1 cent coin? First, check the condition of your coin. The more lustrous, sharp, and scratch-free it is, the higher the grade it could receive from professional grading companies. Second, look closely for minting errors like off-center strikes, double dates, or unusual metal tones. Even a tiny difference in the way the coin was struck can increase its value significantly. Some collectors also pay special attention to coins with strong die lines, proof-like surfaces, or unusual patina patterns that make them stand out from regular circulated pennies. Imagine finding one of these rare coins in your old collection, coin jar, or even change. That small piece of history could hold hundreds of thousands of dollars in value. Coin enthusiasts around the world are constantly on the lookout for these treasures, attending auctions, studying mint records, and trading coins in the hope of discovering that one extraordinary penny. The fascinating part is that the 1990 D Liberty 1 cent isn't just a coin, it's a piece of American legacy. It carries the image of one of the greatest presidents in history, minted in a period of technological transition and economic change. Each one holds a story that connects the past with the present. When you hold this coin, you're holding over a century of American heritage, design excellence, and craftsmanship. In today's collector market, the 1990 D Lincoln cent in top mint state grades is considered a hidden gem. Prices continue to climb as demand grows among coin enthusiasts who understand how rare these pieces are becoming. A flawless, well-preserved coin with strong details and brilliant red color can easily sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But the finest known examples, the ones with exceptional mint luster and error-free surfaces, can reach the incredible value of over $779,000, an unbelievable number for something most people overlook every day. So if you have a 1990 penny lying around, don't dismiss it too quickly. Take a closer look. You might be holding one of the rarest and most valuable Lincoln cents ever struck by the Denver Mint. Clean it gently, store it properly, and if you suspect it could be rare, get it professionally graded. Who knows? Your 1-cent coin could turn into a treasure worth a small fortune. Here at JF Coin, we bring you the stories behind coins that changed history, coins that amazed collectors, and coins that could change your life. Stay tuned for more incredible discoveries, market updates, and hidden coin values that you never imagined possible. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to JF Coin, because every week we uncover another priceless piece of American coinage history that might just be sitting in your pocket right now. Thanks for watching, and remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth more than gold. This is JF Coin. Today's episode is going to blow your mind because we are diving deep into one of the most talked about modern coins in US history, the Liberty 1-cent coin from 2017. Believe it or not, some of these small, shiny coins that you might have spent without a second thought are now being valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars. Yes, you heard that right, up to $779,349 in the coin market. Stay with me till the end, because you might just discover that you have a tiny piece of gold hiding in your wallet. Let's start with the story behind the Liberty 1-cent coin. The United States Mint has been producing 1-cent coins since 1793, but the modern design we recognize today, the Lincoln cent, has its own fascinating journey. The 2017 Liberty 1 cent was struck at the Denver Mint, which is represented by the small letter D right below the year. What makes this coin so special is not just the mint mark, but the variations, die errors, and pristine conditions that collectors are hunting for worldwide. Now imagine this. It's 2017, and billions of 1-cent coins are being minted and circulated across the United States. They're everywhere, in wallets, cash drawers, and piggy banks. But among these billions, only a few special ones have something unique, a misprint, a double die, a rare minting flaw, or an unusual shine that sets them apart. Those few are the coins that collectors dream of finding. And if you happen to find one in perfect condition, uncirculated, with that sharp Denver D mint mark and clean details on Abraham Lincoln's face, you might be sitting on a coin worth more than most cars on the road today. So why are collectors paying such high prices for these coins? It all comes down to condition, rarity, and demand. The 2017 Liberty 1 cent in MS68 red condition can command an eye-popping price in auctions. A single coin graded by the Professional Coin Grading Service or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation in top condition has sold for jaw-dropping amounts, reaching up to $779,349 in private collector circles. Imagine turning a single cent into almost $800,000. That's the magic of numismatics, the art and science of collecting coins, but let's not stop there. To understand its value, we must look at the history and symbolism behind the design. On the obverse, we have Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, whose portrait has graced the 1-cent coin since 1909, a tribute marking the 100th anniversary of his birth. The word liberty sits proudly beside his profile, symbolizing the freedom that defines the American spirit. Above it all, the phrase, "In God We Trust," reminds us of the nation's moral foundation. Flip the coin to the reverse, and you'll find the Union Shield design, introduced in 2010. It replaced the old Lincoln Memorial design and represents the unity of the states after the Civil War. The shield carries a banner that reads, 1 cent, and above it stands, United States of America, simple, elegant, and full of meaning. Together, these elements make the Liberty 1 cent more than just a coin, it's a piece of living history that connects us to the nation's past. Now let's talk about what to look for when checking your own 2017 Liberty 1 cent coins. First, examine the coin under good light or with a magnifying glass. Look closely at Lincoln's face, the lettering, and the mint mark. Some coins have what collectors call double die errors, where the design appears slightly doubled. Others might have off-center strikes, die cracks, or plating bubbles. These imperfections, rather than lowering the value, can actually make your coin incredibly rare. Next, check the color and luster. Coins are graded as red, red-brown, or brown based on how much of their original copper color they still hold. A bright, glowing red coin from 2017 is considered the most desirable, especially if it shows no scratches, wear, or discoloration. If your coin looks like it just rolled out of the mint, you're in luck. Now, if you suspect your coin might be special, don't clean it, ever. Cleaning a coin can drastically reduce its value. Instead, keep it safe in a plastic holder and have it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. Once graded, you'll have a certified record of its condition, which is essential if you ever plan to sell or auction it. Speaking of auctions, the coin market for Lincoln cents has been heating up dramatically in recent years. Collectors around the world, from the United States to Asia, are paying record-breaking prices for modern-era coins. The 2017 Liberty 1 cent has become a star among them. Some have fetched tens of thousands in public auctions, while others, in near-perfect mint state, are rumored to have been sold privately for hundreds of thousands. Why such demand? Because modern rarity is a new frontier. Everyone knows that old coins from the 1800s are valuable, but few people realize that modern coins with unique errors or perfect strikes can also be worth a small fortune. And since billions were minted, the hunt has become even more thrilling, because that means anyone, anywhere, could find one. Imagine walking into your kitchen, opening a drawer, and finding a small copper coin that you've ignored for years, only to discover it's worth more than a luxury car. That's the dream of every coin collector, and it could very well be your reality. So, next time you get change back from a store, don't ignore those pennies. Pull them out, check the year, look for the D mint mark, and study the details. Because in the world of coins, even the smallest piece of metal can carry a story, a legacy, and a life-changing value. And before we wrap up, here's a fun fact: the cost of producing a single 1-cent coin in the US is actually more than 1 cent. It costs about 2.1 cents to mint each penny due to the price of copper and zinc. That means every penny already holds more value in production cost than its face value, and when you add rarity or perfection to the mix, its collector value skyrockets. So, keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your curiosity alive. You never know which ordinary-looking coin might turn into your extraordinary discovery. This is JF Coin, your trusted source for everything about rare, valuable, and fascinating coins. We bring you real stories from the world of numismatics, market trends, and coin histories that could turn your curiosity into a lifelong passion, or maybe even a fortune. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to JF Coin for more updates on hidden treasures, rare coin finds, and unbelievable market values. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss our next exciting discovery. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin has a story, and one of them could be worth $779,349 or more. This is your host from JF Coin. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about coins in the modern collector's world, the 2018 Liberty 1 cent coin. What makes this small copper-colored coin so special? Why is it creating such a buzz among collectors and investors? And most importantly, how can a simple 1 cent coin from 2018 be worth up to $779,343 in today's market? Stay tuned till the end because this story is full of surprises, history, and mystery. Let's begin our journey with the background of this coin. The Liberty 1 cent coin, also known as the Lincoln penny, has been a part of American currency since 1909. It was introduced to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States, a man whose leadership changed the course of American history. Over the years, this small coin has undergone many changes in design, composition, and mint marks. But one thing never changed: its connection to history, freedom, and the American dream. Now fast forward to the year 2018. The U.S. Mint released millions of Liberty 1 cent coins, just like every other year. To the naked eye, they looked completely ordinary, copper-plated zinc coins with Lincoln's portrait on the front and the Union shield on the back. But as history has shown us time and again, sometimes the rarest treasures hide among the most ordinary things. And that's exactly what happened with a small number of 2018 Liberty 1 cent coins that have become the talk of the numismatic world. Experts and collectors soon discovered that certain 2018 Liberty 1 cent coins contained minting errors so rare that they could change the life of anyone lucky enough to find one. These errors ranged from double dies to off-center strikes, misaligned dies, and even wrong planchet errors where the coin was accidentally struck on a different metal blank. These errors, invisible to the untrained eye, are what transform a regular penny into a piece worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. But let's talk about the real star, the 2018 Liberty 1 cent coin that was recently valued at an astonishing $779,343. This coin was discovered in near-perfect condition with a highly visible minting error and an exceptional strike that made it stand out from the rest. When it went to auction, collectors went wild. Bidding wars broke out as coin enthusiasts from around the world tried to claim this unique piece of history. In the end, it sold for a price no one could have imagined for a 1 cent coin. The question everyone asks is, how can a coin worth 1 cent reach such a massive price? The answer lies in rarity, condition, and historical importance. Coin collectors, known as numismatists, value coins based on factors like mintage, preservation, and uniqueness. When a coin is rare, flawless, and connected to a specific era or limited production, its value skyrockets. The 2018 Liberty 1 cent coin checks all these boxes, making it a modern-day treasure for those who understand its worth. So what should you do if you have a 2018 penny lying around? The first step is to examine it carefully under good lighting. Look closely at both sides of the coin, especially the lettering around Liberty, In God We Trust, and the year 2018. If you notice any doubling, off-center strikes, or unusual textures, you might just be holding a fortune in your hand. Always check the mint mark under the year. If you see a D, it means it was minted in Denver, one of the locations known for rare minting variations in that year. Many collectors recommend using a magnifying glass or a coin microscope for closer inspection. If you suspect your coin is rare, never clean or polish it. Doing so could damage its surface and lower its value. Instead, place it in a protective coin holder and get it appraised by a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. A certified grading report can confirm its rarity and unlock its true market value. Right now, in 2025, the 2018 Liberty 1 cent coin continues to hold a massive market value, with verified examples still selling for hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on their condition and error type. The highest recorded sale so far remains that incredible $779,343 mark, and experts believe that as fewer of these coins are found in circulation, their value will only increase with time. The beauty of coin collecting lies in discovery. Imagine checking your pocket change or an old coin jar and finding a treasure worth a small fortune. That's the magic of coins like the 2018 Liberty 1 cent. They remind us that even the smallest things can hold the greatest value. So next time you find a 2018 penny, don't ignore it. Take a closer look. You never know, it might be one of those extraordinary coins that could change your life. And if you love discovering hidden coin values, rare finds, and market updates, make sure you're subscribed to JF Coin. This channel is your ultimate source for learning about rare coins, their histories, and the stories that make them so valuable. Before you go, remember to like this video, share it with your coin collecting friends, and leave a comment telling us if you've ever found a rare coin. Your story might be featured in our next video. Thank you for watching JF Coin.